Games in this podcast range from E to M.
Hey everyone, welcome into the official Xbox podcast, the only podcast coming to you from inside Xbox. And today we are diving deep into some big updates to one of my favorite games over the past decade, Overwatch. It's one of my go-to games, and I'm so excited to have from Blizzard, senior game producer Kenny Hudson and senior production manager Kim Horn. Kenny, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thanks for having us. Great to be here.
Thank you for being here. I will try to temper my excitement because I am very, very much looking forward to jumping into this conversation, talking with you guys about Overwatch. First off, how are you? How are you guys doing? How are things?
Doing great. Loving the weather up here.
That can't possibly be true.
I'm a big fan. Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're halfway. What are we at? We're in February, so halfway through the long dark, as we call it up here. I'm ready to get the heck out of here. It's a double-edged sword. You know, I'm a big winter sports guy. Love snowboarding, so it's like that's my escape. But at the same time, like I look like a vampire. I feel like a vampire.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to later sunsets.
Right.
But thanks for making the journey up from California. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, let's dive into it. I know there's a ton to cover. Overwatch having its 10-year anniversary. I mean, this is like a decade of just big moments, memes, players. I mean, everything you can imagine. Obviously, a huge deal to have lasted a decade and to continue updating a game that long. How does the team feel about everything? How are you guys, and what are you looking forward to most this year?
Well, I think the team, like it does to us, it doesn't feel like it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
It almost feels like the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Every day is a new adventure. Every day we're evolving something. I think the team is most excited for, or at least I feel like we're most excited for players getting to jump into season 21 or season 1.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Brand, but yeah, jumping into season 1 and, seeing all the great stuff that we've been working on and the big swings we're taking.
Right. Yeah. The team's really excited right now. We're working really hard, but we can't wait for everyone to play what we have cooking and get to experience it like we have.
I'm very excited as well. And I love that you brought up it doesn't feel like 10 years because I was lucky enough to be asked to host this one. When they said that, I was kind of like, oh my God, It really has been 10 years. And I still play with the same group I've been playing since it launched. And, I don't think any of us felt like it was 10 years, but you can certainly see the trajectory of us getting worse over the last decade. Like it's just, I don't know. I don't want to say it's my age, but maybe I'm out of the game. Maybe I'm just losing my edge here.
A little bit of hand-eye desync going on.
And it hurts. It hurts my heart.
Right.
I find myself also just nicer in comms because I'm like, no one called me out. No one called me out. Great work, everybody.
Yeah. It's a successful match.
Exactly. So let's talk about the name change a little bit. We're going back. It's Overwatch. I mean, we've been sitting here for a decade in this universe, and I think it kind of makes sense. But let's talk a little bit about that.
We just felt like it was the right time to change and drop the 2 and go back to where we started with just plain old Overwatch. But, it feels really good. I mean, that's how the team refers to it internally and around Blizzard. So it just felt right.
Yeah, absolutely. Overwatch is a universe, right? It's kind of bigger than a number at this point. And definitely season 1 kind of shows that off. So
for sure. And I mean, between the games, like the comics, like so much story and lore, I think it makes total sense. And yeah, universe is a great way to describe it. But along with these changes, we alluded to it just a moment ago, you guys are going back to season 1.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just a nice little reset.
Yeah. So starting with the new year, we're going to go back to season 1. And with the new years, we're going to just start like next year, season 1, season 2. We're going to have a total of 6 seasons this year.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And hopefully we'll have a bunch of new heroes for everyone to play.
Yeah. So season 1 kicking off February 10th. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Okay, nice. And that is a big change. It is a big change. So 6 seasons. And I think, one of the other aspects that you guys do so well is the story. Something that really grabbed me, even in the early years, was, some of those shorts and the comics that kind of came out at the beginning really sucked me in. And so, we're looking at how the story is changing. And this year it's centered around Overwatch taking on Talon, which is seeing some leadership changes. Doomfist no longer in charge. Instead, Vendetta, right?
Yeah.
Vendetta has some ideas and some plans.
And she's pretty new. Just came out this last December.
That's right.
That's awesome. I haven't had a chance to play with her at all, but she looks so cool. And I remember booting in and just watching that initial kind of comic that came with it, which, by the way, the fact that you can watch those now while you're queuing for a match, Love that.
Yay.
Great quality.
On that.
Big fan. Because I'm always sitting there like, well, what are we going to do while we wait for our wide queue?
Awesome.
Yeah, no, that's a nice
we wanted. Thank you.
I love it. I really do. But I think, new heroes coming to Overwatch, always an exciting time. I think you alluded to it. We're getting 10 new heroes overall, which is more than triple what we get in a normal year.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Team's definitely stoked on dropping 10.
This man is tired.
How do they do it?
I'm very, very tired. Over the years, we've gotten very, very good at making heroes. And we had like the way that we had always done it, our processes that were kind of cemented in place, and we knew what made a great Overwatch hero. And so one of the exercises that we did was like, okay, with all of the lessons and experience we have in this field, how can we do it, better and faster? It's all, sometimes people say you have to give up quality to like make something faster.
Sure.
And in this case, we were like, okay, how do we solve that problem? And we just have this, giant document of every lesson learned, everything that we've ever done, good, bad, or otherwise, and really put our heads together. And the team got to grinding out on a schedule and a process that could get us things, faster. Having, the narrative team help us out with like building a cohesive arc that we could kind of follow to make the archetypes of these heroes around was also like a huge help.
Oh yeah, kind of working in tandem there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's super interesting.
And our team is just awesome.
Yeah.
They're just amazing.
Yeah, everyone's a fan. Everyone's stoked to make heroes. And it's always when everybody gets most excited.
Yeah, everyone's like so excited. Everyone wants to work on every hero. So
I love that. I mean,
that's enthusiasm's amazing.
That's really cool. That totally shines through, by the way. You should totally tell them that, because I think that's like one thing that I think Overwatch does better than so many is just like you get us to care about new characters pretty quick.
Yeah.
When sometimes that's just not the case. And I'm hard pressed to remember an Overwatch hero release that wasn't like, tell me about this character, where are they from, what country, like all the aspects. It's kind of fun to just tune in and see where they're from and like what their deal is, because they are pretty drastic. You guys take some chances with characters. We're going to talk about one of those in particular a little later. But let's dive into the hero specifically. Let's start with the new tank. I'm a tank main myself. I flex. I'm a flex player. I like to fill. But I think tank is probably nearest and dearest to my heart. So I'd love to start there with Domina.
Yeah, Domina. So Domina, fits into the Vishkar narrative theme. She's a high-level exec. And that the Vishkar Corporation has strong, lore ties to Symmetra and Lifeweaver.
Oh, cool.
And she plays as an anchor tank. So she builds this giant barrier that's actually broken into pieces and can get shot out by the enemy team.
Oh, so if I focus with my teammate on a section of the barrier versus the whole thing having to come down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get that barrier to last a little bit longer. And then you can, play around with her primary fire is actually like a beam projectile combo. So it starts off as a beam and ends in a projectile shot that can travel a little farther.
Okay.
And she's got, a push as a knockback that actually, if you aim it right and, hit an enemy into a wall, you'll actually stun that enemy.
Nice. And you can boop them off the map?
And you can boop them off the map.
All right.
Gotta love a good boop.
Awesome robot arm assistants to like do the dirty work for her.
Yeah. The arm assistants are awesome. I can't wait for people to see them
those,
and hear them.
One of the greatest things.
Oh, I'm excited. Is it the barrier? Can you shoot through it as a team, or do you also poke holes through it?
You can shoot through it as a team, follows the same rules as normal barriers. So you don't break it apart or do any damage to it yourself. It is on a timer, but it's a very long timer, and it's the biggest barrier we've ever made. And all said and done. So you can come up with some pretty interesting comps around it.
Oh, exciting. I play a lot of Reese. I play a lot of Ryan's my boy. So that sounds right up my alley. Yeah. And is that where you see Dominus kind of sitting? Is there with those kind of tanks where you're moving with your team? You're the front. I mean, often the tanks are kind of the front of the team, but you know what I'm saying. You're not diving as much. You're kind of staying with the group. You're setting up that wall for everyone to kind of operate around. Yeah,
absolutely. You're definitely like kind of telegraphing or setting up the site of engagement.
And,
determining where your battlefield is going to be with that shield.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Oh man, I'm going to be obscene with that character. Ooh, that is awesome. Very exciting. Okay. Shout out tank. Let's talk DPS next. So a pair of DPS coming out. I think we have Emery and Anran.
Yes.
Okay. Let's start with Emery.
So Emre is a hero that, our players have wanted for a very long time. One of the coolest things about, working on the team is that we're all fans as well.
Yeah.
We all remember where we were when we saw the first Overwatch cinematic. And almost since that time, Emre has been on all of our wish lists. So yeah, Emre is a, military focused, rifle carrying, almost Winter Soldier-esque, shoots, runs. He actually has an AI that has taken over his body and enhances his abilities. So he has multiple weapons, like he has his rifle, but then your second ability is actually a pistol that does lifesteal damage.
Oh, nice.
Which is really cool, and increases his, agility, and like the AI is taking over his body, increasing his speed, agility, can jump higher, stuff like that. He comes equipped with grenades. The primary fire is actually a little ode to Halo, almost the battle rifle design.
Oh, really?
Kind of in the same way. Yeah, that was a big inspiration for it.
Oh, cool.
3-round burst, the way the projectiles and work, that they're projectiles, but they make it feel like hit scan. We're hoping players really get that familiar feeling.
I love that. Maybe some people swap off bad tees.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's awesome. Kind of a little bit like, I don't want to say like Soldier, but I feel like it sounds like a very approachable character. Like I would say to someone coming to Overwatch, like play Soldier,
Right.
If you don't know what Overwatch
Here's
is,
where you start.
I feel
You can
like
definitely, insert Emre in there too.
Yeah.
that's awesome. So another kind of super soldier. I also am getting Terminator vibes just from the sound, but maybe it's just the AI. That's awesome. And then Onron.
Yeah, Onron, Wu Yong's sister, who we introduced in his, reveal cinematic. Yeah, she's joined Overwatch.
That's right.
She is more of a flanker style, almost like Genji a little bit. You're going to definitely have to watch out for her.
Right.
Great movement skills, can light enemies on fire with her primary fire. So you stack up a certain amount of hits, your enemy will light on fire, and then you can do extra critical damage with her secondary fire, which is kind of like she's fanning the flames with her other fan primary. Yeah, she's fantastic, and we're really excited for like high skill DPS players.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm gonna be banning that character every once in a while too. When I can't stand it anymore. This is a reminder, by the way, to anyone playing on console to look up. This is something I find with many controller players. You forget to look up, and sometimes, hey, there's a character up there killing your healers. That's awesome. Does the fire do team damage?
No, the fire doesn't do team damage. But I will say she has one of the coolest ultimates in the game.
Oh, really?
Because she's actually got 2.
She
has one when she's alive and running around. She'll do like a big dive into the ground, cause AoE fire damage, very athletic, and this big agility. And then she also, if you die, but you have your ult up, you can actually resurrect yourself and do massive, fire damage to the rest to everybody standing around you.
Oh, that's going to cause problems. I love that. Self-res. That's interesting. I can't wait to see how that plays. It'll be interesting to see if people are going to be like saving it, for the overtime. That's definitely like an overtime ult.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Or if they're just going to be going, loaded for bear there.
Yeah.
So 2 DPS, 1 new tank. That's 3. I know math. We still got 2 new support characters. And this is in my notes. I've been instructed by my producer to separate the discussion on these 2 because she's very excited about one of them in particular. So let's start with Mizuki. What can you tell us about him?
Mizuki is a member of Kiriko's Yokai gang. Inspired by the art that we kind of released way back when we released Kiriko and talked about her backstory.
One of my favorite characters.
Absolutely.
Well done.
Kills it.
Yeah.
Primary fire, he actually does healing by doing damage. Kind of a similar AoE heal mechanic to Lucio a little bit.
Okay.
But your primary fire is greatly going to influence how much healing you're doing around you.
So you got to hit your shots to heal.
Yeah.
Not unlike Brig a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But you also have like a baseline passive healing that you're always kind of doing. So positioning is going to be very important for Mizuki.
Okay.
He can actually leave a spirit charm behind in the world. And so you go into this, we called it like spirit form when we were developing it. But he basically casts this, leaves a charm, and he can run around. He gets increased movement speed, but then he can teleport back to that original charm location. So it's this fun play on, Winston's diving on me. Okay, I'm going to cast this, run around. He's going to chase. His, dive is on cooldown. Boom, now I'm going to teleport back, and he forgets where I was.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's a pretty
little
cool.
Like cheeky with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Play smart. I like that. I like when support, that's just, it's in the name, right? Like it's more than just like, you're just a heal bot. Like if you can make plays for the rest of your team or play into someone's weaknesses like that and embolden them and then let them make a mistake, catch them slipping, if you will.
Absolutely.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
That sounds like a very unique, that's compared to most of the support when I think about it, I feel like they're kind of out, Mizuki's kind of out on his own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's interesting. Like I imagine Kim, some of these characters are kind of new to you when they come from that team.
Right.
Do you get excited just seeing what they're whipping up? And like, I'm curious like how that collaboration works, like from your side.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we always have like ideas for characters. Like, wouldn't it be cool if we had someone that did this or someone that did that or looked like this or had this backstory? So it's always kind of magical when that all comes together with like the ability kit and the look and the backstory. So So we always look out for those special moments to wrap that all up together.
That's cool. It's got to be exciting to kind of see how the community is going to react too. Just like, oh, they're gonna go crazy with this.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, just to make the producers happy, we're diving into the last one. This is going to be a fan favorite. I don't think it's any secret at this point. Like, people are excited.
Yeah.
It's Jetpack Cat. Tell us about Jetpack Cat.
Man,
This is a long time
That fucking cat.
Yeah, that fucking cat. Jetpack Cat is long overdue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a team favorite, a fan favorite, something that we knew we always wanted to make. But what better time to make Jetpack Cat than when releasing 4 other heroes alongside?
Right.
Seriously.
So it's our first hero with permaflight. She doesn't have to touch the ground ever.
Console players.
The coolest, funnest mechanic is actually being able to drop a tether, pick up your teammates, transport them anywhere on the battlefield.
Yep.
They can use, all of their damaging abilities. You can set them up wherever.
Can they shoot from the tether?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, this is going to be awesome.
Also, cat sounds.
Cat sounds.
So it's not like it's not like the hamster where
No, it's not like the hamster.
It's
The
gonna be a
jetpack
cat.
won't do the talking. The cat's gonna.
The cat is a cat.
Yeah, you're gonna know.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The team had a lot of fun making this hero.
That's got to be such a dynamic shift to the core gameplay, like permaflight, but also like the tether. Like, I think there's going to be people just making insane plays. Like,
Yeah, I think you're going to see some really cool combos with existing heroes, new heroes,
Yeah.
and that tether ability.
Yeah.
the clips are going to be insane.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
We also got Jennifer Hale to be the cat noise voice actor.
For real?
Ash is here somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorite.
Yeah, Ash is the cat.
That's so funny. I love the idea of like, all right, so today we're just going to be getting a few meows and some hisses from you. Yeah, like the script that day of her coming in.
Yeah.
So nice.
Be an angry
Meow
man.
meow.
Yeah, no, angry here.
Yeah.
You're angry.
Yeah.
Now the cat got shot.
Give me the ult.
Yeah. Now the cat's limping.
Yeah.
Cat's living.
Yeah.
Cat's dead.
You're tired.
Yeah. You're tired. You're sick.
Yeah.
Oh, to be a voice actor. That's so funny. A long time coming with Jetpack Cat, but like, I just feel like it's a good time to drop. I mean, when you're doing so much to the game, and we're going to talk kind of about some of that beyond the characters next, to introduce some drastic shifts in the gameplay of like how characters are going to play, it just feels like a perfect timing thing. So between the 5 heroes you've showed us, like, I think things are going to shift quite a lot. Like, to see the meta change so drastically in one season, I think as a fan of someone who's played so long, like, that's going to be awesome to see.
Yeah.
I'm very curious who gets banned too in the band
I know.
phase.
Yeah,
Me
that's
too.
one of the parts I'm most excited for when we release is finding out that data.
Yeah.
I
Who's
hope
getting banned?
I hope it's the cat.
Kind of don't.
I feel like there's going to be people banning the cat on principle, just because
That's
it's
kind
like,
of where I'm at.
yeah, I'm done with the cats. I'm banning the cat. But yeah, that's great. I mean, I'll finally get to play Sombra again. So that's gonna be nice. So we've talked about the characters, but that's not the only thing coming to this kind of refresh. Huge changes to gameplay. Like, I think we know our roles: DPS, tank, support. But now, you guys are rolling out sub roles and passives as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So we're actually introducing the sub-role passive system. So how this is going to work is, for years we've had passives under the main 3 roles, tank, support, damage. And those don't always suit every hero equally in those roles across the board. So we set out to kind of solve that by doing some more specific groupings of heroes that have passives that are more commonly shared between their playstyle. So this is going to allow, like dive heroes to have a certain passive that works for them, barrier tanks to have a certain passive that works for them, and just really map that out for our players. This is going to come with a big facelift to, the hero select. So we're going to swap up the groupings a little bit so you can kind of see which kind of heroes play alike or play with that same passive when you're selecting a hero. So that old muscle memory of like where you're going to select Reinhardt or another tank, you're going to have to relearn that. But it's going to look really good and hopefully, guide some players to the right place and, give them a little more agency in how they want to play.
That's where my head went, is like, especially with new players or when a new character comes out, I feel like this is a great way to just kind of hint at like, hey, this is the character and you're getting buffs because this is the way you probably should be playing.
Right.
And there's things you can do and there's ways to kind of punch up and be a better player. But I think like that's such a great way to introduce people, especially to more complicated characters.
Absolutely.
There's certainly characters that I'm scared to pick just because I don't want to be learning them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Trying to get yelled at,
Yeah.
I've been playing with my friends too long. They got way too comfortable. But that's fascinating. So as you guys roll out these sub roles and passives, this doesn't affect the perk system as it exists now, does it? Or does it change it a little?
No, not at all. It actually is additive to the perk system. We will, of course, be going back over some of the perks that this may clash with a little bit and, put some new ones in. So the team is hard at work right now actually updating those.
Yeah.
I got to say, I was pretty skeptical at first and frankly cranky when you guys first dropped those. And I've completely 180'd. I've become a huge fan.
Oh, it's so much fun, right?
It is. And it changes like what the vibe is like. And some perks just work really well with different characters based on what they take. And it just enables way more coordination with my team, but also like variety of what I'm doing,
Right.
So yeah, definitely turned a page there. Okay. We've covered a bit of story, characters, new mechanics. We're still not done. There's some visual elements getting updated. New UI.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. One of the things we talked about earlier is like being able to watch all the stories and all the narrative we have going on while you're waiting for a queue, while you're just shopping around, clicking around. So yeah, we call it the narrative viewer. I don't know if we're going to have another name by the time this comes out, but yeah, it's great. You can kind of just catch up on our storyline as it is so far.
That's nice. Yeah.
We've also given like a big facelift to, everything from login screen to hero gallery to all the little UI elements. The cards, just making the flow make a little bit more sense and like update it for a new 10 years. So like, your play bar is going to be on the top now and easy access to the hero gallery and everything else that we're showing. The UI team has really just gone all out, really listening to player feedback and, looking at where we started, where we've come, tearing that down and building something brand new from the ground up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That'll be fun to dive into. Yeah. In addition to that, post-match accolades, I think that's pretty interesting as well.
Yeah. So, the old card system from Overwatch 1, we definitely asked ourselves, what is that going to look like in Overwatch world in, the new world of season 1 and beyond?
Yeah.
And so those are kind of back, but even better in that we're going to be able to show your 3D character model. If you get nominated in the lineup at the end of the match, you can, vote for your enemies, vote for your teammates, give them praise, stuff like that. Just a good cap.
I love that praise. Like, just immerse me. You know what I mean? I want to be sucked in whenever I'm playing. And I like the Overwatch characters are so awesome and so unique. They have their own personality. So like, let them banter, right?
Exactly.
So more dialogue, the praise system, like that's a great example of like getting to shout out my team as my character and just hear more lines. And that sucks me right in. That's immersion.
Right.
That's really a nice touch.
Right.
I even wrote that. I was like, we have to mention the praise feature. I'm a fan. That's great. Well, I also, I feel like if you're not, if you don't look good doing something, are you really doing it? So I also see that you got new cosmetics coming. I'm a sucker for that stuff. So I'm curious how you guys feel about the new cosmetics.
My favorite one coming out, and if you watch Spotlight, you'll see the concept, but the Mythic Mercy we have coming out is like my favorite. It looks so good. The artist killed it on this one. That's awesome. And I'm so excited for it. And then we have a lot more skin themes coming up this year. That we're really excited for, and I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just going to wait for everything.
Okay, fair enough. Big changes coming to Overwatch. Heroes, a UI overall, dropping the deuce. What personally is something you're most excited for in this coming year? Start with you, Kim.
I'm super biased, but I'm very excited for the narrative storyline that's coming up this year. We have a great story, and we have so many ways that we're going to drop it. We have like web comics, we have webtoons, we have cinematics, we have all kinds of videos and content and ways for players to experience the story and ways for them to experience it in the game as well. But yeah, we're doing a lot of map updates that show like our background behind us, stuff's happening. This is an active, vibrant world with a story that we're telling. And so we're really excited for people to feel a little more immersed and feel a sense of time as we go through the year.
I love that. I mean, that is something that speaks to me personally. I love the story. I think Overwatch is ripe with narrative and story opportunities. Again, like I said, the characters are just so awesome. And so that is nothing but great news to hear. I love the idea of being told, stories through the maps or just environmental storytelling in general. It's just like such a great way to convey like a sense of what's going on without having to say too much at all overtly.
And hopefully this isn't a spoiler, but we have a big, huge opening with Vendetta, and then we're going to have a big, huge ending to the year as well.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait
to see 5 Stacks jump in and queue as all new heroes.
Yeah. I didn't even think
That's
about
gonna be crazy.
You could have
whole fresh team.
Yeah.
And then just the magic of discovery and figuring out how you're going to play them and just so much fun with your friends.
Right.
The most talented group of developers that I've ever had the pleasure of working with has done a lot of work to bring these 5 heroes to life.
Yeah.
And to know that you're getting 5 more throughout the year that the team is like currently cooking on I'm just so stoked for our community to get something super special.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There'll be something new every season for people to experience.
Oh, I got chills, man. That's awesome. Shout out to your teams. Like, obviously I'm but one fan. There's so many people that play this game all around the world. Like, we are just megaphones for bigger teams on these shows that really put a lot of heart and soul into these games.
Yeah.
And you can absolutely feel it with Overwatch. Yeah. So shout out to your team. They've cooked.
Thanks.
5 heroes. I didn't even think about that. Your whole team could be new characters. Oh, it's gonna be a mess. I can't wait.
It'll be glorious.
Yeah, it's gonna be so funny. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. That pretty much wraps up our show and this episode of the official Xbox podcast. Any final thoughts for the community, the fans? Anything you'd want to share?
We got a big
wait.
fist.
Where did you find it?
On the ground.
How'd you get that off him?
That's incredible.
I'm surprised no one took it. Oh my gosh. That's pretty nice.
It's coming back to the office, right?
Is Doomfist Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. Ladies
Look at
and
that.
gentlemen. Yeah, can you arm wrestle it? Give it a nice clasp.
I don't think I can even clasp.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. Is this for me? Is this a gift for the host?
You know what? Sure.
No. It's legally binding. It's recorded.
I thought it might make a nice flower vase, but
Yeah, upside down.
Right?
yeah, but they didn't really make
That
a
is
hole for
awesome.
the flowers.
That's awesome. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that thing is so pretty. Whoever made this, well done. Is that Doomfist Gauntlet? Is that what that is?
Yes.
That is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man! Call back to the first. Was that the first short? Was the
The
glove in
first
museum?
announced cinematic in the museum. Yeah.
Oh man, take me back. I'm but an old man now, in the twilight of my life. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up this episode. Oh, I can't stop looking at this thing. Any final thoughts you want to share with the community, your fans, the team back home?
I mean, huge shout out to the team back home. This year has been absolutely insane. Your passion and dedication is, what lets us keep going. And honestly, same for the fans. Like, every time we've said it here, 10 years, like, does not feel like it. It's been the blink of an eye. And it's just honestly been the honor of my career to be able to.
Yeah, for the
this.
fans, we're so excited for everything we have this year. We can't wait to share with you guys and play. So
I love it.
So we hope to see everyone in game.
Yeah.
I do have one more question I should ask before that lovely ending because I don't want to ruin it. But I do have to ask, as people that are working on the game, do you have favorite heroes
Ah, man.
or villains?
Well, I have heroes that I love because I love their voice lines, but I'm terrible at.
Yeah.
Sure, that's count.
And then I have heroes that I'm better at playing, but
yeah,
I should really branch out more.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. I'm like you. I'm a big tank main.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Playing a lot of Rhine right now, but then I always like have delusions of grandeur and do a Genji swap or something like that where I'm like, we're going to grind DPS.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the greatest. And then I get, bodied and then back to Rhine I go.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, it's Junkrat for me. I love Junkrat's voice lines
So
and
good.
interactions. I'm awful. Like, I hit no one with the fire.
You just
No
like the
one.
character.
Yeah.
That's I'm a big Ashe fan. I love Ashe. Love the character, love the voice lines, and I'm so hit and miss with her. Like, I pop off for a
Same.
game and I'm like, this is my main. This is all I will play, and then I get railed for 3 games straight, and
the worst game of all time.
Exactly. And I don't want to give her. I can't quit her.
I
I don't want
know.
to give her up. That's the beauty of these hero shooters, I tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much for joining. Again, like, I'm such a big fan. I cannot thank you guys and the team enough for just creating this and like giving me and some of my best friends incredible memories over the last 10 years. So thank you guys for coming and sharing some exciting news with us.
Awesome. Thank
you so much.
Yeah, of course. All right, fans, that is it for this episode of the official Xbox podcast. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.